Chat, chat, chat. There we go. Okay. What's good, chat? Different type of video today. Complete different type of video today. Today, we are getting political on the channel. Now, I've probably at some point said this. At some point I said that I made a political channel already. It's not all the way ready yet, but it's ready. It's ready, but it's not ready because a lot of stuff has to get done. But I want to try to, welcome in chat, man. I want to try to get more political because of everything that's happening right now. So, hold on, let's get off this screen so we can stop hearing them talk. Alright, I want to start getting more political. Or not more political, but yo, what's good, Javon? But yeah, I wanted to start getting more political and shit. And this is just on the main channel. It's not even the politic channel, but we still just yapping, bro. We just yapping. I got some topics that we can move into. Got a couple topics we can move into. Mike's good. I'm doing good, bro. How you, bro? I seen the Walking Dead, bro. The last episode. I'm ready for that season 4, bro. I'm telling you, it's about to go crazy. I'm watching every second of that shit. Every second, bro. If y'all want to watch a good Walking Dead gameplay, because I'm not playing it, I played the game already. If y'all want to watch that, go to Aovonn. AYOVONN. I've been chilling for real. Yeah, bro. Been grinding for real. You ain't been chilling, you been grinding. Check the skits too, they funny as hell. Welcome in chat, bro. Two of y'all boys at the same time. Alright. First topic we about to bring up, I think it's the most relevant to talk about right now, is Russia. We gotta talk about Russia, man. When it comes to Russia, I'm feeling like we might end up going to World War III, literally, because they attacked Poland airspace. They attacked Poland, literally. If you want to really, put it out there, they literally attacked Poland. That's an act of war. Article 4 is, if any NATO country gets attacked, then all countries in NATO will retaliate. That's what it is. So I don't know why we not attacked, but we're defending. We're gonna defend, set up blockades probably. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff that it's not gonna do anything for right now. It's not gonna do anything. In my opinion, it's not gonna do anything. Russia's still gonna keep attacking Ukraine. The only way to end the Ukraine and Russia war, I feel like, is giving up territory. You don't have to give up your whole country, but give up what they want, all the territory they took over, which is a lot of land. But world's becoming a shithole recently, but yeah, for real. We'll get into Israel. I want to start political, outside of the U.S. Because once we move into the U.S., that's when people start getting real annoying. Let's say that. That's when people start getting annoying. So yeah, bro, Russia, the only way they always gonna go for that land. They're trying to restore this, not the Soviet Union, the Russian Empire. If you don't know what the Russian Empire is, the Russian Empire is pretty much all of Europe, pretty much all of Europe. The Russian Empire was really big. So if you don't know about it, look it up. Oh my God, Giannis. Alright. Now, there's not much to talk about with Russia because it's been going on for 4.5 years. So there's not much to talk about. But now you think the U.S. is going to be cooked? Nah, bro, it's hard to tell. If we go to war with Russia, because one thing people don't like to talk about all the time is they have nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons are like you're not even supposed to drop them. That's why I feel the war is going to be like, if we do end up going to war with Russia, you got to think about it. They're not going to be attacking direct U.S. soil. They're going to be attacking the European countries. That's how, obviously, they're going to try to send cruise missiles and stuff over to the U.S. Intercontinental ballistic missiles to the U.S. All the space missiles to the U.S. and all that stuff they got. But you got to deal with Europe first. Europe is your main attacker. U.S. can't really do nothing. They gonna come to Europe. We could easily get to Europe. Like, we're friends with every European nation. Bro, come on, bro. Gabor. Hold on. Let me cook real quick. Hold on. Torian. Torian. Bow. Alright. See, I ain't know all that. Yeah, like, if people on, like, most people don't know much about the wars. Like, the war is the thing you have to know about. If you don't know about, like, what the point of the war is, then you won't understand, like, where you stand on the war. Like, all of us, like, a lot of people say that U.S. shouldn't be making decisions for anybody, but that's what war is. Like, we're the most powerful country military-wise in the world. Oh my God. We're the most powerful country military-wise in the world. And, bro, it's kind of hard to play and talk at I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. Foul him, bro. We're gonna get out of this game. We're gonna find something else to do. But something that I don't have to think much about. I might just throw on, like, a little, like, play now game, bro. But what teams do you want to see, bro? Let's do Lakers versus Mavs, bro. Let's do it. Hold on, I gotta stay in the middle. There we go. All right. Now we could talk. We could get real deep in it. I don't have to stop at all. Ragnarok would be goated. Nah, I will. I'm gonna play God of War, bro. I'm gonna play it again, bro. I try to, like, stretch out the time that I play it, so then I got more, like, what do you call it? I don't know how deep I am into the game. So I think I'm close to the end. I'm pretty close to the end. It's been like 8-9 episodes. Really close to the end. But yeah, I'll play it just for you, Radar. I'll play it tomorrow, bro. But back to the war. All right. Russia has nuclear weapons. You can't. Them having nuclear weapons makes everything different. If Russia drops a nuke, it's not just like Russia's, like, we're about to just drop some nukes. No, we don't have to. China is a heavy Russian ally, and they're really against dropping nukes. They only like dropping nukes for defense. They don't like dropping nukes for any other reason. Now, if Russia drops a nuke, China is obligated to, like, respond. Like, they're not going to help Russia anymore. All of that's out the window once they drop a nuke. That's something not a lot of people talk about either, because they don't like talking about nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons is the key factor in all of this. Austin Reed? But yeah, all the nukes that they have, there's only like 8 countries with nukes. 3 of those countries are ruled by dictators. China, North Korea, and Russia. Belarus doesn't have nukes, but they're a heavy Russian ally, so they can get them if they really needed to. They can get them. Now, I want to switch gears to. Let's switch gears to Israel. As we know, Israel and I think Gaza war. I don't know what they call it. Palestine. I think, yeah, they could say Palestine. I just say the Gaza war. But yeah, the Gaza war. We know about that. Everybody knows about that. It's one of the main things that happened last year in, like, the U.S. Like with all the people, like with all, like, everyone in the U.S. was on a side. So what do you think would win in a nuclear war? Nobody wins in a nuclear war. Nuclear war is literally the end of the world. I forgot who it was, but they said really smart person. I think it might have been Albert Einstein or something. I don't know. It was someone super smart. They said World War III will end, or World War. It's some shit like World War III, and the next war will be fought with sticks and stones, because there's gonna be nothing left. We have there's thousands of nukes on this planet. It only takes a few hundred to completely just kill all of us. Like, it's scary, but it's the truth. It only takes a few nukes to kill all of us. It probably takes about nukes. It probably takes, I want to say, like 35, 40 to kill everybody. Nah, not 40, not 40. 70. What's up to 70? 70 nukes will kill everybody. The only way a nuclear war can be won is by the U.S. destroying nukes through bunker busters, what they did to Iran. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to join the Air Force, because that mission in Iran was absolutely nuts. I didn't even know, no one knew that was about to happen. That shows how strong the U.S. is. And why, like, if someone gets elected president, it's for a reason. Like, people... Alright, we're gonna move into let's skip past the Israel real quick. We're gonna move into a little bit of the American stuff. Now, when it comes to the presidency, I'm so clear-minded on this that I think that if Kamala Harris was president, we would literally be in World War III right now. We would be in World War III right now. I wouldn't be even streaming right now, most likely. Russia has a bomb. Yeah, Russia literally has the largest bomb in the world. It used to be us that had it. Now Russia has it. Sarbama. But yeah, when it comes to, we would be in World War III if Kamala was president. It's not sexist or anything, but you think Putin is really gonna take her serious? Like, Putin does not take Biden and Harris seriously at all. He knows Trump. So him knowing Trump and Trump knowing every other, like, bro, be real. Trump knowing every single person, pretty much leader in the world, dictator or not, you think we would really been in World War III though? Yes, bro, yes. You see how fast after Trump was gone that they dropped the invasion on Ukraine? Nah, it would have went that far, bro. Like, maybe not immediately, but very fast. It would have been within the... It would definitely already been happening. It's for the best, probably. Yeah, and I feel like if Kamala Harris ran again, even if Trump doesn't even run his third term, if he wants to, that's up to him. I don't really care about that, because we had presidents in the past that have ran 3 terms. So, and been president 3 times. So I'm not worried about that at all. I don't care. But if Kamala runs again against somebody else, I will start getting scared. And I would need the Republican side to be, I would need like someone strong, like presidents aren't supposed to be weak people. It's supposed to be strong. You're dealing with world leaders who are willing to literally blow the world up for their own good. You're dealing with people who have the same caliber of weapons of you. You obviously have a little bit higher caliber. You have better defense and all of this stuff. But what good is that? Yeah, Harris would really, like, I believe that she's great for the job opportunities, tax cuts and all that. Good, whatever. Big Beautiful Bill is a disaster right now. But that is supposed to be like that. It's going to be a disaster for about 2 years. After 2 years, I guarantee you, 2 years, it's not going to get worse. Things aren't going to get worse. Unless we go to war. That's the only time things get worse, is when you go to war. Now, with Harris, it would have been really bad. Like, we would have went straight to war. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather go to war with Venezuela than Russia. Nah, yeah, when it comes to war, gang, we need people like Trump and Obama. Yeah, Obama, I'm gonna get into that topic later, but yeah, Trump and Obama are very strong presidents. You're not just gonna launch an attack on Europe with Obama or Trump as the U.S. president. That's just not smart. Now, Russia, Putin's testing the waters with Trump, and Trump stopped talking to him for a while. Which I don't know why he did that. He should have kept talks going, but he did. Putin literally said out his own mouth that Russian talks are on pause because he's literally invaded. He invaded Romanian airspace. He invaded Poland airspace. He's working with Belarus. Like, there's a bunch. Like, it's so much stuff. Now, when it comes to the next election for the United States, which we don't know if we even make it there, but like, I'm here to be 100% honest. I'm not here to be 12% honest. I'm not here to be 50% honest. I'm here to be 100% honest. We might not even make it to 2028 or 2027. But if we do get there, and because Trump said in one of the debates, I don't know which one it was either against Biden or Harris, he said that he wouldn't even be running if somebody else was running, but he was running because he thinks Harris was trash. That's why he was running for the second time. But him talking about the third term, I would have loved to see Obama stand up to the podium and take that third term spot. Because as we know, Obama he ran both terms. He did 2 terms in a row, and he's done. Trump didn't do 2 terms in a row. He did 1 term, Biden another term. And it divided the country even more than it was before. For Obama would get shit done, yes, bro. Obama would go crazy. Nah, we're gonna make just higher interest rates. Hold on, let me get my chat. Nah, we're gonna make Feds don't cut it. We're gonna get a recession soon. Yeah, nah, we could enter a recession soon. Big Beautiful Bill is a disaster, let's be honest. Right, yeah, we keep getting into more debt. Our debt is increasing more than it was during the Biden administration. That's a fact. That's just a fact. And I forgot, I think it went up, it's going up like 15%, 10% faster than it was last year. That's insane. It seems like it's not a lot, but that's crazy. We're like $47 trillion or some shit in debt, bro. Like, that's a lot of money. Now, when it comes to its debt for the U.S., I don't think, like, national debt, we shouldn't be in national debt at all. Like, we really should not be in national debt at all. We just keep giving. During the Biden administration, we gave away way too much money. We gave away so much money to Ukraine. Bro, the U.S. dollar lost 10% of its value this year. Yeah, that's crazy. 135 trillion. Damn. Nah, it's not 100. I checked it like a couple days ago. It ain't that high. It's probably at like 49 now, or 50, but not 135. That's a lot. But that's a lot. 135. That better not be right. But when it comes to what else we want to talk about, bro? All right, let's change. We'll come back to this convo. I lost my train of thought. Let's go to the Charlie Kirk jump. Now, I saved this specifically for 3 reasons. First reason being, a lot of people take this to heart, bro. Like, this political shit, they take it to heart, bro. Like, it's deep, bro. It's not really, politics has nothing to do with you at all. Like, it doesn't. It just doesn't. You vote for the president, you do all of that. They manage everything, but the inside, like, Charlie Kirk talking to y'all, or like random people on the streets and stuff, and at colleges and stuff, him talking to people has nothing to do with you, bro. Charlie Kirk's not president. Charlie Kirk, if you want to assassinate somebody, go assassinate Trump. Why are you assassinating Charlie Kirk? That's just retarded. It's just bad thinking. Why are you assassinating a random ass dude talking, bro? Like, that doesn't make sense. And to the people celebrating his death, I don't know why you're doing that. That's also retarded. You're getting fired from your jobs from doing it. You're getting kicked off of college campuses from doing it. Like, it's just not a smart thing to do. I wouldn't recommend doing it at all. Like, especially publicly, which is really stupid. A lot, even on Twitter. People are getting booted off Twitter because of Charlie Kirk shit. Now let's get into the second reason. I'm starting to lean, like, bro, my whole entire life, my mom's a Democrat. I don't know about my dad. He might be like in the middle. I just know he don't like Trump. Now, I know he doesn't like Trump because Trump's racist. I feel like Trump's definitely racist to an extent. He can't be too racist or he can't be president. Because if he was clearly, blatantly racist, every single black person in America would vote against him. Yeah, I'm in the middle type shit. Same with me. I'm in the middle type shit. Now, to say that the liberals, like the far left liberals, are not racist, they're definitely racist. Like, they're definitely racist. I've been scrolling on Twitter way more than I've ever done in my life. Same. Either way, both governments lies. One thing both parties do is lie. They both lie. They even lied about the immigration numbers, the illegal immigrants numbers, bro. It was way higher than they said. And they said they got it down way more. They didn't. They got it down like 3% of the 20 million illegal immigrants in the country. Not legal immigrants, illegal immigrants. 20 million. That's almost the size of New York City, bro. All across the country. In New York City. A lot of places, bro. And they go to the big cities. But shit, as far as business go, I ain't gonna cap. Trump been getting me a lot of bag from crypto. Yeah, I remember we talked about that. We did talk about that. I'm gonna get into the crypto and shit too. I gotta lock in on that. But yeah, I just feel like the Charlie Kirk shit, it just show a lot of people's thought process. Like, I feel like some people are just born with the brain of a dumbass. Like, on both sides. Like, some people are really stupid, like, stupidly right. Like, when I mean right, I don't mean right. I mean, like, right side. Like, left is Democrat, right is Republican. I just associate crypto with scams. Nah, crypto's not a scam, bro. If you find the right crypto, it's not a scam. Nah, crypto is definitely the wave, though, bro. This dude, heard a story. This dude had, like, he gave him, like, 15 Bitcoin or something, like, back when it first came out, and he gave him, it's, like, fucking $1 billion now or some crazy shit. Nah, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana valid, bro. I'm gonna have to tap into that eventually. I have to figure it out first. But all right, back to the politics, bro. I mean, that is political. Crypto is political, very political. And yeah, I feel like Trump is focused on more like traditional America. Meme coin is some bullshit though. Yeah, nah, I don't know about meme coin. I heard a lot about that. Jackson Hayes from 3? What the hell? Luca, you should have just pulled that for real. But I feel like, yeah, we just have to have more of an open mind, bro. Everyone has to have more of an open mind. When people close their mind, they stop thinking, they just start talking. Like, you have to think about it from everyone's perspective. Yo, can we get a board? You got to think about it from everyone's perspective. You have to think about it from, like, illegal immigrants aren't all just drug dealers and killers. A lot of them are, but not all of them. Some of them are literally just trying to get away from their bad situation. I get it. I understand, but at the same time, you're still going to get deported because you're a legal immigrant. If you weren't an illegal immigrant, you wouldn't be getting deported. It's just the law. I don't know why people think that the law is wrong for deporting people. Deporting people not deporting random people. You're deporting illegal immigrants. They don't even have any documentation. They don't have nothing to prove that they actually live in the U.S. They take jobs though. Like, they take a lot of jobs, and you have to leave. That's a lot of reason we were losing jobs in Biden presidency, because a lot of illegal immigrants were taking jobs. We want those jobs for Americans, not illegal immigrants and legal immigrants. We want legal immigrants and Americans to have jobs that they can go to and make money. That's just how it's supposed to be. It wasn't built for illegal immigrants to just stroll across the border and take 20% of the unemployment. Like, it's crazy. Now, like, you're literally putting money in illegal immigrants' pockets. Now, if they came here and you don't have any documentation or nothing, like, to get this job, then that's one of the problems with Canada, where I live. Yeah, Canada. I've just talked about this with Vaughn earlier, or like a couple days ago. Canada. If I was an illegal immigrant, I'm going to Canada. Damn. I don't want to hear Kyrie, bro. But if I was an illegal immigrant, I'd go to Canada. You might have to go through the U.S. to get to Canada, but your goal is to get to Canada. It's not the U.S. The goal during slavery was to get to Canada, not the U.S. It was to get north. Hey, bro, I love Canada. Not gonna lie. Yeah, nah, Canada's fire, bro. Toronto. You got, bro, what's that one, bro? I forgot what that one French place is called, bro. It's like deep inside Canada. That shit is nice, bro. He'll probably say it in a couple seconds. But yeah, if I'd go to Canada, bro. And I feel like Trump doing the right thing, deporting illegal immigrants. Am I wrong for that? No, I'm not wrong. No one's wrong for anything. Quebec, yes, Quebec. That's what I was talking about. Quebec is nice as hell. They have like fucking snow igloos and shit. Or like they have like this place made of ice and shit, bro. It's so nice. I want to go there and see that place. But damn, it's hot as hell in here. Oh, I'm gonna take my headset off. But yeah, I know Trump tariffs raised y'all prices though, right? Last time I went to Toronto and stuff. Yeah. They had a trade war. When Trump first got in office. It went high, bro. Canada fucking hated us. It went very high, and then it got down eventually, because Trump had the great idea to give Canada, or to attempt to give Canada Golden Dome by making them a 51st state. And a lot of people don't talk about this either. Canada considered it, because the Golden Dome, the time we live in, and the threat of actual nuclear apocalypse is crazy. So having the Golden Dome would be essential to Canada. They're right. If you don't think that we're right next to Russia, we are right next to Russia. The closest place to Russia right now is Alaska. We bought Alaska from Russia. That's where Trump and Putin met. We're really close to Russia. And Canada's really close to Russia. Two big NATO forces. We probably wouldn't enter from Canada because of the snow. And that's Russia's territory. Russia thrives in the snow, but Canada thrives in the snow. They have their special elitists in the snow. We don't even talk about the CIAs. Every government has a CIA type of government, like a CIA secret business. They all have that. Every big country with a big government has that. I'm pretty sure Great Britain has, or not Great Britain, UK has that. I'm pretty sure France has that. Russia definitely has that. Russia was part of the Soviet Union. They definitely have that, and they still uphold it. Russia, they definitely still do crazy shit. They have NK. They have China. Right now, they have China on lock. I'm not even gonna lie. They have China on lockdown. But it just gets. I like talking about the war side. I feel like the world, like 2016 Trump presidency. Obviously, I was at first I didn't like Trump at all. I thought he was just a racist piece of shit. But if you look back at 2016 through 2019, bro, life was good. Like, prices was down, life was good. It was before the pandemic, but life was good. You just got to think about it. Life, if you think about the past, life was good before the pandemic. At first, I didn't either, bro. Yeah, at first, Trump was literally the worst president. My mom told me that I cried when Trump got elected, but I don't believe it. I don't believe that. But now, I'm more with Trump than Biden. In 2020, I wanted Biden to win, and Biden did win. And I remember, but not understanding shit like certain things. Yeah, the reason the reason I would want Trump over Harris is because of the war times. If we weren't in any wars or nothing, then I would be honored to have. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't want Kamala as president, bro. I just wouldn't want Kamala as president. I don't think it's gonna go well. She was the border czar. That's a fact. She let 20,000 illegal immigrants in. That's a fact. She wouldn't have deported all of them. That's a fact. I don't think she would have been a good president at all. I don't like politics. I don't like politics though because I feel like dividing people for so long. Yeah, bro, it's that just bro. Every place has the politics, bro. That's just how it is. Wonder if Hillary Clinton would have made a good president. Bro, that's a hard one because that's Bill Clinton's wife. Like that's a hard one, bro. And I think she would have did a fantastic job. And we probably would have never gotten Trump's second term. And he probably would have never got impeached. A lot of things would have been different if Hillary Clinton won that election. Will we be in war? I don't know. I don't know. Like some of these questions are open ended. Like you can't even like think about them. Like it's so different. Having a different president shakes up so many things. Everyone thought Harris was about to win. Harris lost. Somehow, I thought it was as soon before the election even started. I was like, "Yo, there's no way Trump actually wins this, bro." Everyone, Kamala Harris's goal was to win over the white women popular vote, and she did it like nicely. Like she did it really nicely, and I thought it was over. I was like, "Yo, she's actually about to win," but she lost. I was surprised because so many. She's with the. See, I don't like talking about this either because they gonna start coming after me, bro. But it has to be said. She was very pro trans. She doesn't care about kids getting transgender surgeries, and of course heterosexual men are gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? So damn near every heterosexual man voted for Trump because of that reason and because of the war times. The people that actually think about that. And Trump did lie like very hard. He said he would have the Ukraine war over before he was even president, before he was sworn in. Didn't happen. But you do have to give him credit for ending wars. He ended like 3 wars. He ended 2 wars and had a ceasefire with Israel and Gaza. That's big. That's huge. He damn near is about to win the Nobel Peace Prize because of that. He ended the Congo War. He ended a lot of suffering. I think during the Congo War, I think it was going on for like 25 years or something. Yeah, it was going on for like 25 years. Like over 3 million people died during that war, and he finally ended it. Damn, Klay Thompson, you ass. But I do like Trump when it comes to the war, because he's a very good military leader. Now, if we could have 2 presidents, Obama and Trump at the same time, would be insane. That's what I want. I want a Democrat president and a Republican president. If Harris was elected, people would be getting their willies cut off and shit because of their fathers wanting a girl. Nah, that's just facts. or not. Yeah, I mean, bro, that could happen. That could happen, bro. It's not out of the question, bro. Yeah, nah, radar, bro, radar, the mob, bro. That's the boy. But yeah, a lot of things would be different if Kamala was president. Charlie Kirk, I think Charlie Kirk wouldn't have gotten killed. It's insane, bro. We're in a bad time in the world right now. That's the reason I wanted to start doing this political stuff, is because the Charlie Kirk shit really encouraged me to do it, because I don't have the same views as him at all. Obviously, we agree on some stuff, we disagree on some stuff, Luca, but on the most part, we agree. Or on the most part, for like the wars and stuff, we agree. With the trans stuff, he's a little too transphobic and like gay phobic. He's a little too much. I'm not gay phobic. I really don't care. I could give two fucks. I'm not gay. I'm not trans. I'm not nothing, bro. I'm a guy. I just think if you're born with meat, then you're a guy. If you're born with VV, you're a girl, bro. Like it was never that difficult for me, bro. So making it illegal to just as a kid, like, bro. Well, shit, because be careful, because you see how many actually. Yeah, yeah, bro. I don't even care. I don't even care about that. Like, I want to talk to people who have open minds. Like, everyone in here has open minds. We're thinking about every angle. They don't think about every angle. They only think that their way is the right way, and that's it. Both presidents have right ways. Both presidents have wrong ways. I just think that in a time like this, we need Trump, because Trump is a very good military leader. Like, he's more straightforward. If you go back and watch the Kamala Harris versus Trump debate, she goes back to the same script every time. She's like, she looks at the camera and she's like, make sure we don't go back to this. Make sure if someone has V and someone has D, then it's gonna be, it ain't ever gonna be enough. That's what I'm saying. But she would go back to the same script. She would be like, I have the plan for you. And she would start looking at the camera intensely. I'm like, bro, I can't take you serious. I can't even take you serious because you're not taking it serious yourself. You're going back to the same script. You can see Trump comes there with no pen and paper. He knows, he responds to the question as he would. He doesn't. If you watch the debate, you can see Kamala writing down her answer, like writing down her answer to the question before it's even asked, or like writing her response before Trump's even done. Like, it's insane. And you can tell Trump has way more of a authoritarian, like like presence during the debate. Trump is just the guy on the thing is trying to ask him the question, and Kamala will respond, and the dude will try to ask another question, and Trump will go in on him and start being like, "That's so wrong," like, bro, and the dude stops talking because he like, damn, that's low key ex-President Trump, bro. I gotta chill. Trump speaks confidently. Harris does not. She doesn't speak confidently at all. She speaks confidently, but Trump speaks like he speaks what's on his mind. That's what I like. He speaks what he's thinking. Kamala doesn't speak what she's actually thinking. She speaks. She does. Damn, bro, we getting buried right now. Bro, I'm watching the game. I'm having fun watching this shit. But Kamala just doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't. Like Trump said, she doesn't have a real plan. Her plan is to win over the American people. That's her plan. And when you think about it, a bit of a hypocrite too. Because I'm gonna go on Trump too, but right now I'm on Harris. I'm gonna go in on Trump too. She's a bit of a hypocrite. She said that Trump's tariff idea was horrible, but yet her and Biden kept all of the tariffs on, or some other tariffs on from Trump. So if the tariffs were so bad, then why keep them on? Why not get rid of them? She says, she says, does win over the American people. What's next? Right. I want to see what she would have did when she got in office. Cause she doesn't talk about the Ukraine war much. She doesn't talk about the wars much. She talks about the people of America the most. At this point, that the us, bro, we're fine, bro. We live in America. We're fine. Just keep the economy stable and we're fine. You don't have to try to just keep it stable. If you can't get it down, keep it stable. And if you think you could get it down, try to get it down. But if it doesn't go down, then pause. Hold on. Let's just keep it stable for now. Let's not make it go up. Let's keep it stable. So yeah, I just feel Trump a better president right now, man. Now let's go back to Israel real quick. With Israel, we know that Israel attacked. Fuck, where was it? I think it was Saudi. Saudi? Nah, not Saudi. It was Qatar. They attacked Qatar. Seeing that thing, she's talking about cutting interest rates. Cutting interest rates in America. Cutting interest rates and inflation in America. It's good to talk about it, but it's hard to do. Like, you can't just get in office and immediately just lower the prices on everything. That's not gonna work. That's what she's saying out of her mouth. That's pretty much saying. Right, they doing because that's what Kamala said. Trump said that during the debate. He said that Kamala took his plan. And I guess she did, because he just verified it for me. But Israel attacked Qatar. And obviously Qatar is a heavy American ally. I don't know if they're part of NATO or not. I don't think so. It's like Trump doing what Kamala said she was going to do and more. Yeah, nah, he doing what he said he was going to do, and Kamala literally took his plan. He was already bashing him. He was bashing him before the thing. But Israel attacked Qatar. Obviously, Trump didn't like that at all. And that could still possibly lead to a war with Israel, who is also another. I don't know if they're in NATO. I'm pretty sure they are because they have our Silver Dome. Gotta go, gang. This was a great conversation. Let's stay safe. Man, I'll see you later, bro. Much love, bro. But yeah, it could possibly lead to war with Israel if it doesn't go. And that could be bad. That could be really bad because I'm not worried about Israel at all. We could run through Israel in literal weeks, but it's just so many Americans live in. There's like 100K Americans in Israel. It's a hard one, bro. Because now you don't want to go to war with Israel. They already take hostages. You don't want your American people getting taken hostage. I think Trump's gonna try to get the Americans out of there first. Try to get everyone back to America or like somewhere else, NATO, France or something. And then he'll try to negotiate with more force. Cause Trump's literally fed up with Yahoo, bro, or whatever the fuck his name is, Netanyahu, bro. He's fed up, bro. He's so fed up with that nigga, bro. He's fed up with Putin too. He's fed up with Zelensky. He's fed up with all like all of these wars. He's so fed up with it. At this point, Trump is gonna start. He's gonna start blowing shit up. He already started blowing shit up, but he's gonna start blowing more shit up. It's just bound to happen, and I'm calling it right now. Now, when it comes to where I stand on the war, if it happens, Israel, America, obviously I'm gonna be by the time if this war starts, by the time it starts, I will be in the Air Force already, so I would be fighting in this war. It will be. I don't know, bro. It has to happen for me to get a side, bro. But I would definitely be on the American side. Obviously, I'm an American, but and if you're American and you say you're not American, shut up, bro. We came here, or we came here. I like black people came here from slavery and on ships from Africa. And Abraham Lincoln freed us. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. So, and by the way, things must be done. Not facts. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, who was and slave masters and owners, and the South was all Confederates. They were Democratic. Obviously, sides change, but at first they were Democrats. So you can't just take the Democratic side all the time for everything. I don't like when people do that. Now, back to what we were talking about. Bro, Luka balling, bro. There was 3 minutes left, bro. It's a good ass game. I'm not even gonna lie. If this happened IRL, I wouldn't be mad. Klay Thompson. Oh my god. Alright, I got too invested. My fault. What else can we talk about? Yo, Radar, you got any topics you want to talk about, bro? Let me know, bro. I'm out of ideas right now. We could talk about Venezuela. That's definitely going to turn out to be a war soon. That's just a fact. If it doesn't, I will be very surprised. Not really, just wanted to hear you talk your shit. Feel you. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being a war at all. I would be very surprised if it doesn't end up being a war, though. For the main reason that Venezuela literally built a whole, like, million-person army because of the U.S. And they're ready to fight, bro. They're ready for war. Venezuela is ready for war. They're ready to blow shit up. They're ready to do damage, bro. They can't do much. Obviously, I don't think they're gonna win the war if it happens at all. They're obviously not gonna win the war. And I'm low-key glad, because that will allow... Venezuela is one of the biggest places that grows cocaine, drugs that get sent to America. And that could lead to U.S. military getting involved with the cartel, which would be good, because that's getting rid of the cartel. You want the cartels gone. You don't want, like, the fentanyl surge when Biden was president was crazy. You don't want that again. That was, like, no one, I guarantee you, before, the only fentanyl I heard of before Biden was the medical fentanyl that doctors and hospitals use. People are getting fentanyl in every, like, if you smoke, you're getting fentanyl in your tobacco, you're getting fentanyl in your weed, you're getting fentanyl everywhere, like, all the time. It was bad. People, like, if you smoked, you couldn't even safely smoke. Now it's different, way different now, because the crackdown was smart. LeBron, what the fuck was that, bro? See, that's why I want that nigga LeBron off my team, bro. Gabor. Hold on. AR, come on. Give Luka the ball, bruh. Please give Luka the ball. Rui from the top. Rui, come on, nigga. Oh my god. Hold on, this is a good game. 122 on the clock, bruh. Luka on Kyrie. Bro, why are you ISOing the whole game? And he blocked it. Jackson Hayes fouled, bro. Alright, but shit. What else can we talk about, bro? Let's talk military power for a little bit. Any war that we get in, we're obviously going to exceed in. There's not one war we got in where we didn't exceed in besides the Vietnam War. We did start exceeding at first, but then as their troops got lowered, they started killing us. So that's why we backed out. And obviously there's still CIA operations inside of Vietnam. That's one thing where I'm like, we could win any war because we have the CIA. The CIA is so secretive. You don't know anything that they do. We still don't know if they had anything to do with JFK. I think they did because there's way too many stories, way too many fingers pointing at the CIA. There's too many people around him that didn't like him. His vice president didn't like JFK's vice president didn't like him. So it's hard to say like the reason, like the CIA would kill JFK. Come on, Bron. Oh yeah, Bron. That's in there. Gabor Bron. Out to Rui. Big three. And he missed, bro. That's game. That's game. And LeBron tired, bro. It's game. Alright, back on the topic of military power. We have the CIA. Obviously, Russia. I will put Russia. I'm not going to put them that high on the military because their military kind of sucks. When you think about it, their military kind of sucks. You can't even, just because we sent Ukraine weapons, you can't even invade them all the way. If we were Russia and we were invading Ukraine, bro, Ukraine would be cooked. They would be cooked. We would have been had Ukraine. But shit don't work out that way. We're not Russia. Russia invades Ukraine. They don't have the power that we thought they had. Everyone thought that war would be over in like 3 weeks, and it lasted like till this day. It's still going on. There's probably a notification on my phone right now. Russia actually has a quite powerful militia. I don't see that. Russia is in a really bad spot right now. They're losing all their oil. They're really low on oil right now. They treat their civilians like shit. Like, just the many things that happened. The past always repeats itself. Famines that Russia had in the past with Stalin, it could repeat itself. They don't treat their citizens right. Their citizens are getting high-ass gas prices and no gas in some places because they're fueling all the gas. They're getting their gas destroyed, their refineries destroyed by Ukraine drones. They're using all of their oil for the shits that they have to, all of that shit that they have to get, like their vehicles and stuff in the military in Ukraine. They're sending all of that to Ukraine. The Typhoon subs can launch nuclear pteropods and ballistic missiles, but other than that, yeah, their military is kind of mid. They just have nukes and they have a big landscape. That's the one thing that is another thing besides nuclear weapons that's like really big is how much land. If we invade Russia, it will take I think it'll take years. If we don't go into nuclear war and we go into an invasion of Russia, it will take years for us to clear all of Russia before they surrender. Because I think on a like ground invasion, like if we just did like World War II ground invasion type shit, Air Force, Marines, Army, if we did that, like no CIA, no nukes, nothing, we would cook Russia. The only country that I would be scared to go to war with is China. Because China, they have the new AI weapons that they have. Oh my god. It's 53-50. Oh, I thought that was a steal. But yeah, I'm more worried about China than Russia. China's economic, it was bad for a while because of the tariffs we put on them. It was like 1,000, bro. It was like 1,000% or some shit. It was high, bro. And But now they're thriving, or not thriving, but they're China again. They weren't China before. They're China again. They make everything. They send it to you. They're China. Uh, and bro, you never know. China definitely has some type of CIA. Timu comes from China. They could put a little bug inside the Timu package. You won't even know. And now they just got bugs inside the U.S. You don't know, bro. No one ever knows. There's one thing that a lot of people don't know is that I think in 2019, Trump did it while he was still in talks with North Korea. He sent a CIA boat into North Korea territory. No, not many people know about this. It's very classified, very hard to dig up, but I found it. They went on shore. All they were supposed to do was plant a bug and get out of there. That was their mission. It was to plant the bug and get out of there. Doesn't say how big this bug is. They don't say what type of bug it is. They just said they were going to plant this bug and right on the shore and get out. They plant the bug and there's a boat, another boat, filled with civilians. They don't know that though. So they start open fire on the boat. They kill everybody on the boat. Not many people know about this. CIA does this a lot. Not a lot, but they do it a good amount. They've been doing it since the fucking 60s. So, when it comes to military power, the CIA itself, I feel like the CIA itself could take like one of these small little countries that's not part of NATO that be on some bullshit. Like the CIA could take Venezuela by themselves. The only hard part is that they have so many soldiers. We don't have a lot of CIA members, but we have really good. Like the people we have are so good that they don't even talk about what they do. They're so good, even after the CIA, to their families, they don't say what they did. They do so much bad stuff. You have to be a very bad person. You have to do some very bad stuff. Oh yeah, LeBron, hey. Get the steal, Bron. Oh, he almost got it. Oh, yo. But yeah, CIA could take some of these countries, bro, themselves. They've overthrown governments before. That's a fact. They've assassinated people, many people. That's a fact. We definitely have technology way more advanced than we see now. That's a fact. Why do you think Area 51 is so closed off? Area 51 might not be what everyone thinks it is. Everyone thinks it's filled with aliens, UFOs, and possibly. We don't know. We'll never know. Most likely. We'll probably never know unless you get to work there. But one thing I know is that there's technology in there that no one has ever seen before, that President Trump probably never seen before. Yo, Rue, if you would have hit that, bro, you were going in my Hall of Fame Lakers list, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. This game's over with, man. But yeah, now let's turn to the second most powerful, China. We talked about China, good military, a lot of troops. They have more troops than the U.S., so it's a fight. They have a billion people with like a lot of soldiers. And at third, I'm not gonna lie, at third, I don't know who I have at third, bro. Let's do Warriors versus Nuggets. Let's do this. Oops. Alright. Third most powerful to me. I'm not even gonna put Russia there, bro. Russia's losing their scariness. Oh, every day. Every day they're losing their scariness. They just become more annoying, really. They just blow shit up for real. That's all they do. All Russia can do is blow shit up. all they do is blow shit up, and they still lose soldiers. They don't actually be fighting. They barely be fighting on the battlefield. They really just be sending drones, which are manned drones by Control, and fly them and blow shit up. That's what they do. That's their body. We have drones too. Cool. We have stuff better than drones, most likely. We have probably smaller drones that you can't even see. But I say but a lot, bro. It's hard to keep track. One thing about politics is very stressful, bro. It's hard to keep track of everything that I'm saying. That's why during the debates they go off real so far, because it's kind of hard to talk about. Now, third, I will put. Damn, that's a hard one, bro. I'm not gonna put North Korea at all. They're very high up. I was thinking about it, but I'm not. I'm not anymore. Let's go with. If I had to pick the third best, I'd pick UK. UK has a very strong military. Their military is very loyal. The odds of them surrendering is very low. They didn't do it during World War II. They wouldn't do it now. They have nuclear weapons sent by us. And they have a very big force. They have a great force. They have their secrets. I have no idea what their secrets are. I'm probably gonna doze off. I'm probably gonna doze off soon. I'll see you. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bet, bro. I got you with the God of War, man. Tomorrow, as soon as I get off of school, bro. But yeah, we got at 3 Britain. At 4, I'll put Russia. At 5. Once you get to 5, it's really anyone's game. France. Once you get past Russia and China, it's really all NATO. It's all NATO. We work together. When you go to war with one European country, the rest respond. The rest are always going to respond. That's why I don't think Israel is a part of NATO, because we would have fought Palestine. We would have fought with them. That's why we sent. I think they are actually, because we sent them weapons. We sent them a lot of weapons. We got them Iron Dome, and that Iron Dome, man. Let me tell you about it, bro. That's the first showcase of it. That was like the first showcase of U.S. tech. That's old U.S. tech. We have a whole different system now. Now we have Golden Dome, or we don't have it yet. It's in development. But we have Golden Dome. Golden Dome, the amount of protection, you know how that makes it even. It's already hard to invade the U.S., like the mainland of the U.S. Imagine trying to invade the mainland of the U.S. and you can't even get in the airspace. You can't drop any bombs. Your ballistic missiles are getting shot out the air. Everything you're doing is just not working. And that's just how it's going to be. We already seen the showcase. Of Iron Dome. Iron Dome. The first time I seen the first like strikes from Palestine, bro, those missiles were getting blown right out the air. There was like one that hit the ground in the first time. It was one that hit the ground. One missile out of like 50, and it didn't kill anybody. So imagine they target New York City. That's not too hard because it's right on the edge of the water. But I doubt we're just going to let the New York City civilians die. We're probably going to have Golden Dome stretched across the east. They can't even attack from the east through, because we have all of our NATO countries. The only way you could attack from the east is if you literally take over Europe and then send all your fleets to US. That's the only way you could take the east. And bro, when it comes to naval superiority, the U.S. that's their body. That's always been their body. That's why Japan did the kamikaze attack on Pearl Harbor, because the superiority when it comes to naval, the U.S. is undefeated. When I mean undefeated, I mean undefeated, never lost any naval battles. I want you to find me one if they did. But air defense, that's the U.S. too, bro. We have the B-2, bro. The B-2, man, what the B-2 could do, bro. The B-2 is definitely the greatest flying machine in history. The only thing that could top the B-2 is a literal UFO that we can that we see, like not like an actual one on the ground that could bring people up, bro. I don't know, bro. But that's the only thing that could top a B-2. There's no other country with the B-2. Nothing close to it. The B-2, my dream is to fly in a B-2 one day. That's why I want to join the Air Force. It's incredible how nice B-2s are. Curry. Oh, he missed. But, yeah, we got the B-2, but our air superiority is all us. Nukes. We could give the nukes to Russia. The only reason I give the nukes to Russia is because they have the biggest one. They don't have multiple, they have one of them, but it's the biggest bomb in the world. You don't want that, bro. You don't even want a nuke shot. A nuke being shot right now would be one of the most devastating things ever like to happen. Even if we shoot it out the air, bro, you shoot a nuke out the air, you don't know what's gonna happen. That's never been done before. When when the U.S. was originally designing the atomic bomb, Albert Einstein said that it could lead to literal the end of the Earth itself. We still did it, and it worked. But blowing up a nuke in the atmosphere, that's why we don't put nukes in space. We would if we could, but we don't know how bad that's gonna be. It could be really bad. It could be really good, but most likely not the most smart idea to have nukes in space. So now you have space warfare with nukes involved. So your spaceship blows up now, or your like nuclear carrier gets blown up in space. What happens? We know the sun has radiation, but what about the other like 9 planets next to us? Like, we don't know what's gonna happen if a nuke enters the atmosphere and detonates. So yeah, man. Pretty decent rant, man. I was just coming on here, putting some stuff out for y'all. This isn't even the political channel. I just felt like doing it right now. I wanted my political channel set up. It's not. I'm going to get it set up very soon. We're going to be talking a lot. Everything that happens, we're going to talk about it. Hopefully, I can get the IRLs going. And yeah, man. That's all I got to talk about, man. Once we get deeper into politicals, we gonna get deep into it, man. And one day we'll end up as president, eh? No, I'm playing. We're not gonna end up as president. This is always a possibility, though. Always a possibility. You can end up as president. If you're trying. I mean, if you're not trying, you won't get it. But that's all I gotta say, chat. Love y'all, boys. I'll see y'all on the next one.